Hey there, signs of Leos. This is Kim here to do a reading for you. It's going to be your monthly for January 2022. So let's start with an oracle card. Let's see, Heavenly Bodies, Astrology, the little guidebook. It's what I'm starting off with. Heavenly Bodies, Astrology. So always, thank you so much for liking, sharing. Please do hit that button. It helps the channel out, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody that is partaking in this dream of mine. So Leo, calling in your spirit guides, your angels, higher self to get some messages for you. Focusing on the message. Focusing on the message. This is about, okay, but your oracle cards are coming out saying that this is about your house too. It's about your stability. It's about stability, your possessions, your self-worth, material value. What value do you put on materials? I'm not saying anything's good or bad here. It's just, it's a focus on that. Sometimes we can watch out by putting more value on a material than what's going on emotionally. I could say that. Pisces, intimacy, intuition, and compassion. Pisces. All right, so this might be about assisting, helping others with things like this, or giving advice or something. Let me look at the book. There's a part that has the omen of why you would pick this up. House 2 is pretty, I mean, that's a focus on the material, so that's pretty obvious. I'm not worried, not wondering about that, not worried. So Pisces, well, we know is about intuition, right? So it's about sensitivity. Sorry, I just drank coffee. I didn't probably hear it. Sorry. Intimacy, forgiveness, sensitivity. Your experiences would be psychic connections, serving something greater than self. The omen is to let your body fade into the atmosphere. For a moment, forget your name and your identity. Forget with your boundless soul. In this ancient place of oneness, can you find forgiveness for yourself in all earthly life, like you would a child? Try to live each day seeing the physical world as a sacred illusion, and all human beings see them as spiritual creatures having a human experience. Forgive yourself and others because it's your path to freedom. Carry this softness with you while remembering you can invite someone into your heart without letting them into your house. Okay, so that may be the message I'm getting with all of this is just be careful of how much you extend your help to somebody, because I know that Leos do have compassion, a lot of compassion for people. But there's this message, the omen is like, you can open your heart without giving everything that you own to. So the love is enough, basically. The love is enough. And here we go, curiosity. There's so much knowledge surrounding this decision that you need to make. However, there are more options you have not yet considered. Slow down and the right opportunity will present itself. Slow down and the right opportunity will present itself. So I guess there's a big message on becoming more aware of what to be curious of. Look at that 10 of Cups. Ooh. 10 of Cups. Most happy, emotionally fulfilled card in the deck. Using the Light Seers Tarot, and we're going to pull a Celtic Cross for our sweet Leos. Remember to breathe. Try to breathe in your nose as much as you can. It helps. It filters better. Makes a difference. All right, so for Leos, the issue. What's the issue for our Leos? It's funny because Leos, I was doing this this morning with this deck. I always start off with kind of trying to get my own messages out first for the day. 6 of Wands. There you go. Recognition. Reward for doing a good job. So anyways, the same thing was happening to me. It was like shuffling and shuffling, shuffling. I just wasn't going anywhere. So what do we have? I have the Emperor in reverse, the 8 of Swords, and the Tower in reverse. Okay, so this is it's a pretty heavy message. It's not a bad message. It's a heavy message that the only thing that is holding you back at this time, because this is definitely about rebuilding. Okay, this whole message is the things that signify to me as a reader of having to start from scratch and rebuild are the Emperor in reverse and the Tower in reverse. I feel like this is rebuilding and getting away from building things, or getting away from caution, too much caution because of fear, out of fear. So not letting fear hold you back. This is the challenge of what you're rebuilding. Underlying this issue here, this rebuilding issue, is the 8 of Swords in reverse. So this is wonderful because this is advancement. This is showing me that whereas before you might have been looking in a mirror and been reflected an image to you that's just not true. It feels constricting. If something feels like it's got control over you, but it doesn't. And when you open and free your mind up to see all possibilities, this is freeing your mind and breaking free from an illusion that had bound you. This is extremely good. I mean, I know how it looks, but this is an extremely good reading, how it's coming across to me as the message. Whatever wasn't real, it feels like it just dissolved. It just dissolved. It's like if a bright light was to hit this mirror, that you have this image of what you think you're bound by. Okay, but you're not. When the light shines on it, all you see back, reflected back is light. All is love. All is love. Some things don't look like it because it's an illusion, but all is love. What a message, Leo. What a message. Sometimes I get on here and my messages are pretty like cut and dry. But sometimes with Leos, for sure, you get a lot of deep messages. Goodness. Okay. Past energy. Past energy for Leos. Past energy. I think this one's wanting to come out for your past energy. Yeah. Death and rebirth. I absolutely love this. I don't know why I always feel like it's a person who's going skiing and they have one of those shields up on their face and it's mirroring back this beautiful landscape that they're either coming from or going to. It's beautiful. The star is right in the middle there. That is you. This is you. This is the death and the rebirth. This is the not having to actually die in the skin here. This is the awakening and the rebirth here in the skin, in the flesh. Right now, right here, folks. Right now, right here. That's what the message is. Right here, right now. Right here, right now, right time, right place, right here, right now. Okay, let me back up a little bit so you can see my Leos. All right. Nice. Nice messages. Nice messages. Breathe. Now, the now moment for Leos. What's the now moment about for Leos? The 6 of Swords. Oh, wow. Good. Good. Good for you, Leo. Good for you. Getting away from tough times. And those birds before that you thought were against you, that you thought were tying you up here, well, they're not. They're helping you get away from a hard situation. They're giving you this push and pull And they're getting you away. Look, you've got your bags packed. You're in this boat. You got your bags packed. You're gone from the hard place. And yes, you're accepting nature and spirit help. I love the inspiration with, okay, with, you know, see what the shawl, I guess it's a shawl or whatever, something that you wrap around you. And it's connecting to me with, like, it started with here with this death and rebirth in the past. And you're still wearing it. You're still wearing it. It's in a different position because it has a different function right now. But it's like first this happened and then you moved away from some really hard times. So right now you're in transition of moving away from a very hard space, from something very difficult. Future energy. Woo! Leos, really? Oh my God. Oh my God. 9 of Cups underlying. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Because, see, I do think of having all that you want with the 9 of Cups, but I also think of it as a very spiritual card, too. Kind of reminded me of this, of, like, this material. Like, don't beat yourself up. You can be spiritual and have the material realm to your liking. Anybody that says you can't is, oh, no. We're basing that off of old philosophies. You gotta watch out for materialism, sure. But ultimately, you just don't want to lose yourself in anything that's not you. I mean, when it comes down to it, it all boils down to be authentically who you are. Minus the gurus, minus the vegan lifestyle, minus these routines that you swear by because a neurologist said it was good for you. Like, minus all that crap, coming back to you, it's just you. Authentically you, and you get your wish by doing that. 4 of Wands is that you're a part of something huge. You're a part of something so much bigger. I'm likening this to the Holy Spirit that's coming through these people. Of course, you could give the Holy Spirit any name that you would want, right? It's allowing that spirit of truth to come through you. You allow that spirit to pass through you when you decide that you're going to stick to you being you. No ifs, ands, and buts. Anybody that doesn't get along with these new vibrations of yours, well, they just don't. And then you just move on to another situation where you find people are like-minded vibration, or a situation that's like-minded vibration. You're going to be here in celebration from what you left behind, what you're going towards, wish fulfilled. It's making, like, I'm getting excited just looking at this reading because I feel the energy. It's building up, and it's going towards something really beautiful here. So how do you feel? How do you feel? Leo, how do you feel? You may feel, okay, there might be some kind of like either trying something from the past or needing to have this spark lit within you. There could be some gossip. I don't want to say gossip, whatever. This is Page of Swords in the reverse. So there's a need for more truth or clarity in a situation. You're being told a lot of different things. They weren't true to you. They didn't line up. Once you freed your mind and find out who you are, all the things that you've been told suddenly didn't feel like your truth. And I think that that's the main message here. In the environment is definitely building, right? Definitely building. And so in the environment for Leos, King of Wands, there you go, baby. I don't focus on the signs much anymore, but my God. The Sun on the bottom, underlying, and the King of Wands, these are both associated with Leo. Handsome person too. Okay, so the salamander, the death and the rebirth, the spiritual side of things. It's like you're your own little solar system. You see where they're, I like that. It's like you're the power, and whatever comes into your orbit is going to have to deal with your power. Your power here is divinely guided. You're the sun, you're the light, you're the torch, you're the way seer. You're the leader. You're the one that's meant to show the way. Your sun is right here. You carry it with you wherever you go, wherever you go. What you're building is inspiring others to be as great as they can be, just being who they are too. And that is a beautiful thing. Hopes or fears here? Hopes or fears? Think maybe that it will take too long, that something is taking too long. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Sometimes the ego puts time limits. It's the ego that puts time limits, because the ego is the one that has you know, they actually are associating with the body, which goes back to the earth, but that's not us. So we don't have time limits on divine timing. Spirit just makes sure it gets done for us if we need it done. And I do believe our oversoul, or our true self, is in on this. There's something that might need mending within a family structure. Six of Cups energy might also be soulmate. And well, I mean, soulmate ties can be family too. So I think there's some nostalgia, but there's something that might need mending. When it comes to the King of Swords, this is somebody else in your orbit, or maybe not in your orbit, maybe around like an issue with authority, or needing to hire a specialist or something like that. Okay, so maybe we're fearing some kind of deal with authority, or yeah, I mean, something with authority, or somebody in charge. Maybe we're hoping for a good use of their power, or something like that. I don't know. Something is being mended. I think the hope is to regain control of the situation. There you go. And the 10 of Wands here is kind of like this, meaning something's going to be lifted. If you are dealing, Leo, with a deal with something with the justice system, it's going to be completely fine. Something's going to be lifted from you. Some kind of burden, or something in your life that you wish to get under control, you are, because you're going to let go of some other or some other burdens. Things that you might be worried about, those will be lifted. This is an extremely good card to get too. The 10 of Wands in the reverse. That's your outcome, is the releasing of burdens. Oh, wow. Change is coming. Anything that you felt tied down to is going to be released, and that is the change that's coming with that 2 of Pentacles. Let's get some tea leaves for you, Leos, and wrap up your reading. It was a really good reading for, oh my gosh, I'm staying. It's a good reading for you. I'm totally staying here, because look at this. Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. There you go. Earth Angel Leo. Thanks, guys. Sending you light and love. Bye.